Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Atlantis Was Not Built for Tourists, issue number 2. This is Scout Comics, baby. This is a freaking amazing issue, too. Holy crap, I definitely love this. Review could be over if you haven't read this yet. I'm serious. Go get this comic book. Also, I saw the tattoo. There's 2 tattoos now that I see with this dude in here, and I'm saying I don't actually expect this guy to get the tattoo now. Like, it just, that's a big effing tattoo. Anyway, it's funny. It was a great way to get me to notice the comic book is to say something like that. At this point, I really just want the comic book to succeed because of how good it was. I could generally care less about the tattoo at this point. This was a freaking fantastic book, a solid sequel book. I can't wait to see where the book is going to continue. But like, it got to the point in the book where I started to think, where could it possibly go from here? But now I know that it's just going to go crazy from this point on. Great final page. Anyway, let's get to talking about who made the comic book. We'll talk a little bit more about the book itself. Writer-creator Eric Palicki and Wendell Cavalcani is the artist. Probably butchering these names. I do apologize. Mark Dale on colors, Sean Lee on letters, and Natasha Alterici on the cover art. Again, this is Scout freaking Comics, baby. 3 Scout Comics I'm reading this week, and for good reason. So, Lucas is hanging out in the hospital with his girl, the girl who he saved. He gets to meet the mama. She's super happy. The only person he really got to meet was the dad and a bunch of vampires. But the dad specifically, and he's cold. And of course we have to assume that everybody in the town is going to be that cold. Yeah, for the most part, but not the mom. The mom is, very hands-on, touchy-feely. I'm going to give you a big fat hug and you're going to smile for it, you know? That's mom. I like mom. I dig mom. There's a backstory to mom. Not just her, but her choice of people to be with and her family. Very, very honestly interesting. This is a backstory unlike any that I can think of that I've seen in a while. Like, it's detailed and yet so simple it can be explained over a shot and a beer chaser. I'm saying. Apparently there was a round 2 also, which means hopefully nobody was driving. There was some introductions made. And also, Lucas made a bit of an accusation against the cop, the dad, but he brushed it off easily enough, and it made perfect sense. So when Lucas makes that promise to the cop, and said to the sheriff specifically, and says, "I'm going to take care of your problem," I was surprised how this comic book went from the first half of the book being nothing but dialogue and good page-turning dialogue to action. And I'm talking good page-turning action. So great combination of words and art in this story. Holy crap. Feel like this dude's been making comics for longer than just one series, than 2 issues. This guy must have been doing more than this. I'm pretty damn positive. Either way, holy crap. This was a good book. And when you get to the plot twist, don't worry, you'll know. You'll know. Because they actually say it. Like, you can't miss it. It's right there in front of you. It suddenly changes a huge perspective, and you got to wonder what's about to happen next at this point on. If you thought just the first 2 issues or so were going to be it, like I maybe wondered, is it a possibility? This is a story worth telling. I know, here's the thing. A lot of us have stories inside of our heads. A lot of us have stories that we just want to tell, that we tell over campfires or for bedtime stories, and some that can't be told to kids, period. And, we wonder, like, what if I die? What's going to happen to these stories? Well, they're going to be gone, or somebody else will tell them because there aren't too many original stories left, right? Think about all the comics that you read. Think about a lot of the comic books where, oh, this is based off of this is based off of that. All of these things are based off of something else. You can see where these stories are based off of, or this is only like a half-brewed story, half-cocked, whatever. You tell a lot like that. Not in this case. This is one of those few very rare, big scarcity on stories like this, where I don't think I've ever read a story like this before. There's just enough difference in everything that happens here that honestly makes you wonder, what is it with this town? What is it with Lucas? What is it with his family? And the book just gives you enough to know that it was mentioned, but you're not going to get a long explanation in one issue. No. You're going to get just enough to want to buy the next issue. And that's exactly what this book does. Guys, can't recommend this enough. I don't know if this is the best thing coming out of Scout Comics, but it's one of the best things that I'm reading right now. That's not an insult to anybody else at Scout Comics or elsewhere. That's a challenge. Like, this is a really good book. I'm enjoying the hell out of this, and I can't find a single fault in the entire issue. Not with the story, not with the words, not with the art, not with the letters, not with the colors, not with the editors, I guess. No, this is really good. This is a really good book. I'm highly recommending it. Guys, like the video, watch an ad. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.